Hello, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Adrià Duarte. I'm the coordinator of the International Observatory on Participatory Democracy, and I'm very pleased to welcome all you together for this peer learning session. Today, we're gonna a little bit discover about two cities, about the strategies to improve citizen participation. We have two very important and interesting cities, the city of Mersin Metropolitan Municipality and the city of Lisbon, of Lisboa. So for today, we're going to have these two presentations. The two cities, the two colleagues will be presenting for about 10, 15 minutes their cases. And then, of course, we invite the other colleagues that have joined us today to make questions or comments to them. Okay, yeah, we're not so many people today. We're going to record the session, so then we can share that. And yeah, I think everything is that. You can use the chat if you have also we want to comment and to discuss with the other colleagues. And finally, at the end of the session, we will have more time to discuss again. Okay, so without no distraction, I think I will give the floor to our colleagues from Mersin for the presentation. My colleague Nisa and Ghaid, I don't know who's going to be presenting then. So it's your time for your presentation. We're going to sharing the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello all. My name is Nisa ÖZGÖKÇELER from Mersin Metropolitan Municipality. I am working as project specialist, and I am also an environmental engineer. We are working with Ghaid, Nassif. She is a sociologist. We are working in foreign relations and project department of Mersin Metropolitan Municipality. We have several activities and projects to strengthen citizen participation. Today, I would like to propose our activities. We can go on with the next slide. Yeah, I want to show first where Mersin is, because many of you maybe not know name of Mersin and Mersin city. Mersin is located in the Mediterranean coast of southern Turkey. We call as Pearl of Mediterranean. Our city is very important. Our city is in very important location, and it has an international port, which provide high economic value to city. And Mersin's uniqueness come from Mersin has very longest seashore in the Turkey with 321 kilometer long, and we have 13 administration districts, and we have 1.9 approximately inhabitants in our city. In short, I would like to first demonstrate an English video introducing our city. We can go on with that video. The sound is not coming.
Yeah, just 1 second. We're fixing that. Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout the centuries, Mersin has undergone significant transformations. The power that makes Mersin the city with the highest potential in the Mediterranean today is the power it derives from change. We are aware of our power. Since 2019, we've been tirelessly working for the transformation to unlock our full potential. Each day in Mersin brings more color, serenity, and prosperity than the one before it. Our journey follows the path of all civilizations that have existed in these lands. Our journey is the path of those dedicated to leaving a more substantial world for future generations. From Mersin towards the future, humanely, hand in hand.
Thank you. This was a very short introducing video of our city, Mersin. As you can see, it is colored blue and green. And I would like to mention of some activities and strategies to increase citizen participation in Mersin. We can go on with the next slide. In 2019, we established a mobile application to take municipal services all of the corner of the city. And we wanted to reach every citizen using mobile phone. And we put some important services inside this mobile application. People can access the municipal services through that application, and they can submit requests and complaints, and they can stay informed about the municipal activities. We are sending notification about news in the city through that mobile application, and people can take information about public transportation routes and public transportation map into this mobile application. Now 500,000 citizens are using it, as far as I know right now. And we can go on also for the next slide. The second mobile application we established is a Neighborhood is Ours mobile application. It has established on 2021. You know that after the war in Syria, Mersin had a lot of migrant population from Syria, and today, in those days, from Ukraine. We have a lot of refugee population and migrant population in Mersin. So we wanted to create a mobile application for them too, which has English and Arabic interfaces. And it doesn't have a lot of users as much as Texan mobile application, but still it has users, and people, migrant people can reach municipal services, and they can write their opinions through that mobile application, and they can reach their muhtars. Muhtars are neighborhood representatives. We in Mersin, in Turkey, we have neighborhood representatives. That can collect the info and try to solve the problems in the neighborhood before it reach to municipality. If a muhtar, a neighborhood representative, cannot solve the problem in their neighborhood, they connect to municipality and ask for support. So we can reach most of the muhtars through that mobile application still. And we can go on for the next slide. Another project that we held is MEDECA project. MEDECA means high value contributors of Mersin. The main aspect and the main aim of the MEDECA is develop a cultural policy with a participatory approach. There are various fields of committees, including experts in their field, and they are aiming to create collective memory in the city and to highlight and sustain the culture of the city. Also, they try to reach young people and individuals, institutions that produces products that helping cities, culture, tourism, environment, and with a participatory approach. MEDECA project is still going on, and the main part of it, the reason that why we held it as a project is we want to I could not remember the English word of it, but we want to conduct the project without political issues. We want that the people tell their opinions without political issues and press about it. We can go on with the next slide. We have also NGO meetings in Mersin. Our mayor, Bahap Seçer, has organized and arranged many regular meetings named as city participation meetings under the banner of our commitment to city, and various social and cultural NGOs has joined and submit their problems to mayor regarding matters to the city during these meetings. And we can go with the next slide also. And we have weekly meetings with women NGOs. It has started 7th of March 2023 to discuss women's potential to participation at the local level. We want to increase their participation. We want to highlight protecting the women's rights and the gender discrimination. And we have also a head of department, a woman and a child in within the body of our municipality. So with collaborating with NGOs, a lot of activities are going on still, like educational programs for in disadvantaged neighborhoods and local areas in the city. You can go to the next slide. Okay, I would like to mention of our lessons that we learned. We learned since 2019, we started to these actions. In 5 years, we learned the impact of collective action. In the sense, holding regular meetings are very important for strategy development. So we recommend the cities to activate and strengthen the structures in their municipalities, like establish a directorate of civil participation departments, maybe, to increase civil engagement and cooperation. It can be our political recommendations. The second lesson that we learned that youth engagement is really matters. It is still it takes still a genuine effort to understand young people's perspective. So we want to include them to our decision-making process. That's why we wanted to establish a mobile app, and we organize seminars in collaboration with universities. We trying to involve young people into decision making and volunteering in our projects. We give the possibility them to volunteer in our activities, and it is very important that implement the participation activities as a project in open door meetings and such as MEDECA as we did. And sustainability is very crucial. It is, as far as we learned, it is easier to engage with citizens through civil projects, independent from political affection. It is easier way to account sustainability. So to develop, our recommendation is develop a comprehensive strategy and action plan. That plan outlines specific goals and activities and projects aiming the civil participation and fostering stronger relations with local governments and civil societies. And those are the political recommendations and lessons learned in our perspective. Thank you very much for your listening. My presentation ends in here.
Thank you very much, Nisa, for this very complete presentation, very exhaustive, and I think it's really interesting. You're doing a lot with technology also, that I think it's so important to use the technologies also for this involvement and the strategy to reach more part of the different groups of the population in this process. And I think, and congratulations for your work. So now I'm going to open the floor if anyone have a precise question. I saw in the chat that there was already a question. If you want to develop a little bit about this issue, or if anyone want to ask more a concrete question about this practice and this experience of Mersin. Yeah, please, go take the floor.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Nisa, for your presentation. And I also saw Ghaid already answered my question, so thank you very much on that. What I was wondering more is to hear about your experience with the digital applications. I can imagine that indeed for younger people it could be more accessible, but I'm wondering, how do you get people onto the platform? So what I've seen in many places is that we digitalize our access to services, and that works in a lot of contexts. But what happens often is that we have a very well thought out platform that is super intuitive, that was very clear, but no one knows about it. So how do you get people to sign up or to engage on the platform? And do you also collect maybe user data on what information people are actually looking for, so that you can learn as you go on the application of what information do people actually look for online, and what information are we providing, and how does that match? And at risk of making the question too long, what we also notice is that, at least I'm coming from the Netherlands, is that we are very strong in digitalizing our government's access. But for elderly people, it works the opposite way, because it makes it more difficult to access services than easier. So how do you balance that different age group engagement?
Thank you very much for your question. First, there are several ways to take people to use that application, which the first one is, as far as I know, the transportation mapping. Because we are giving our transportation services through the mobile application, so they can see where their bus through the satellite inside that application. So that is the most attractive thing that people download again using that app. The second is we are announcing our supports, our projects, and taking applications through that mobile application. They are giving their address and name and their several info, like telephone number, and they can take municipalities' assistance, especially those who in need, like food or another help that municipality can give to them. So these are the two main things attracting the people. And which is the third thing is they can send their opinions, and they can send their problems in their neighborhood. Like they can take a photo if there is a problem on the road, if there is a problem on the sewage system, and so on, and they are sending on that moment, and we can reach to solve that problem. It can fostering our municipal services, actually. One Ivan asked that what was the decision? There's one more question in the chat, actually, Adria.
Yeah, maybe Ivan, if you want to take the floor. I don't know if you're here.
He asked that
or if you want to, maybe if he wants to develop a little bit the question,
yeah,
or as you want, Ivan.
Yeah, Ivan maybe would like to talk and ask.
Okay, maybe you don't have the the mic connected to speak.
Okay, I read his question.
If not, yeah, Nisa, you can go ahead.
He asked that what was the decision to develop Neighborhood is Ours app instead of a website platform. Okay, the first reason is most of the migrant people, refugees, doesn't have computer, and it is more easier to access through mobile application. We had a very easy design in it. So we wanted to give information about the municipality's support in this regard. So we thought to develop a mobile app for them.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nisa.
Thank you.
Anyone has another more particular question regarding? Yeah, go ahead, Viviana.
Yes, thank you so much, Nisa and Ghaid, for this incredible presentation and for making it very clear what is your overall and holistic approach towards citizen participation, paying attention to these specific groups, such as women, including youth, in the shaping of their culture, and also migrants. I just read the report of the IOM that 2023 was the deadliest year for migrants, in the search of a better life. And congratulations for addressing that. And this question is for you, Ghaid, if you can tell us more, if you can narrate us more about the efforts of your municipality to include the migrant population. And also, I would like to hear more about your participation also with women, please. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Nisa, for your presentation. I'm working on the social projects more at the department, especially the project who is about migrants who live in Mersin, and with IOM especially. We are working now on several projects to training migrant women who live in Mersin in different fields, such as sewing, computer, and we are giving different courses for those women to give them ability to enter the
Ghaid is talking about the vocational trainings we are giving the
yes.
women. Yeah. Yeah.
For that, it's make a big role to the women who living here, and it's help them to include this society easily, actually.
Thank you so much, Ghaid. I don't know if you wanna build on Nisa, on what Ghaid was telling us. I don't know if you wanna talk about the challenges, like language challenges as well, or maybe how do you reach out to this population that is normally not very well informed about the initiatives of the municipality. Thank you so much, Nisa.
It has been 10 years, more than 10 years since they migrated to Mersin. So at the first times, it was very hard to reach them. But now they have children that can talk in Turkish and adopted to Mersin's culture, Turkish culture also. Most of the women cannot talk in Turkish, but first, before the vocational trainings, we are giving Turkish lessons with the help of IOM. We are also in cooperation with UNHCR and UNDP. Mersin Metropolitan Municipality have a lot of vocational training centers. And we just want to increase the number of women who are working in the industry. We just don't give them easy jobs. I want to actually, I didn't make research
At this point,
about. You can.
I just want to add, we are working with IOM for giving a consulting services in different fields, such as education, health, and vocational training. So in the first place, when they're coming to the municipality, they going to the social cohesion center. They getting consulting services in different fields. After that, we lead them to we're giving them an consulting service. I'm sorry for my language, but when I'm talking into language, it's being a little bit difficult.
Thank you so much for your effort.
So while they coming, we get their data and we stay in contact with them. And when we give, for example, a course, we call them to if they are
still want to join the vocational
yes, to join us.
training.
Yes, for example.
In those 10 years, we had collected a various data on migrant people. They took a lot of services through our municipality. So maybe vocational training services can be another topic of for a presentation, because it is very detailed and we have a lot of activities on that regard. So we have to study before talking.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And I think it's very interesting, this also this involvement of international institutions and cooperation at international level. I think it's so interesting that you highlighted that. I think we have Celine from Lyon that wants to ask, and I think also the Spina wrote something on the chat. So I don't know, maybe well, Celine, if you want to go ahead, and then the Spina if you want to take the floor also.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for the presentation. I'm very interested in the last point of recommendation you had about a comprehensive strategy and a precise plan of action. How did you write it? What was the process? Because we are currently in that kind of process to write a complete strategy, and in particular, we would like to know how you would define the objectives so that they are precise enough to be useful, but not too precise to be too big of a deal to achieve. I hope it's clear as a question. Thank you very much.
I think you are asking the Neighborhood is Ours mobile application that involving migrants through mobile app.
No, I think she's talking about the strategies plans and
yeah, it's about the last slide.
Yes,
the last slide you showed.
Okay.
Last point. Yes.
Yes, actually we are working on it. It's not finished yet. We are working on it with UNDP, I thought. So it's not finished yet. The objectives are taken by the projects that we made to strengthen the citizens participants. I think, and as I told you, we are still working on it. For that, there's not a clear information about it.
Yeah, it's not resulted yet.
Yes. If you wish, you can
created a policy yet.
Yes.
Concrete policy is not created yet. Yeah, it's ongoing process now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. There's a question wrote by Despina. I don't know if she wants to take the floor or if you want to answer Nisa or Ghaid. It's about the if the app is influenced by legislation too, and if you are required to register officially any request and respond in a specific timeline. It's more a technical question. Yeah.
The app is created by a project within the scope of the project. So the project has started. We established an app, and the process there wasn't any legislation about it because we took an external service for mobile. I have to say, mobile management. It was 1 year of management consultancy service that we took through that project, and it is still going on. We can use the admin panel, and we can take the request through that application, but after the project finished, we could not do anything more because it was within the scope of the project. And now we cannot, how to say, make any management thing on the application. Now we just a legal we have legal allowance on Texan mobile app right now. Only the Texan.
I'm sorry I didn't intervene earlier. I was looking for a more quiet place. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
My question was actually referring to the fact that, for example, in Romania, we have a legislation that that sets the process for petitions coming from the citizens. And we also developed an app in Timișoara, where I work for the city hall, where every citizen can file a complaint. Actually, it's not a petition, it's more a complaint, if they go in the city and see something that is not working properly. But the legislation said that the legislation has some certain steps that we have to do in this regard. And that's why I asked if your application also follows some legislation requirements, or it's just a totally new process that you developed.
It is not totally new. It has been 5 years since it is in use. Like 500,000 people are still using it in Mersin, but I am sure there is no any legislation problem, because it is a very technical question which I cannot answer. But I can ask our information department about it.
Okay,
And
thank you.
you about it if you write your mail address.
I will leave it the email in the chat. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know if it's appropriate to react on this.
Yeah,
question.
please go ahead, and then we finish and we pass to the other case.
We have a similar legislation about big projects in France, where you have to have a register every contribution from citizens, and I think this legislation is already contains the possibility to make it on a digital level. So that's a solution we're using.
Thanks for this contribution, Celine. Yeah, for sure, the legislation issues are complex also for all these applications. Maybe it's true that at the EU level, it's also sometimes more strict about the rights for digital rights. Okay, so thank you very much, Nisa and Ghaid, for this very well presentation, and then for also all this discussion and answer to the specific question. We're gonna move now to Lisboa, to the other case that we have today, and then at the end of the session, of course, we can retake also some general discussions with you. So I'm gonna give the floor to Josefa Rosado, who is working in the citizen participation team in the Lisboa City Council. Can you hear us, Josefa? I think you need to switch on the... Yeah, that's right. It's okay.
Okay. The image is not very really clear. I don't know why. The image of the city.
It's un peu blur. Now it's better, I think. Yeah.
Now it's okay. Thank you very much. So I think you know where we are, all of you that are there. I'm from here in Lisbon, and the name that we have gave to the presentation was strengthening citizen.
Excuse me, Josefa, we have some issues to hear you. Maybe if you can approach to the mic, because sometimes it's
okay.
Yeah, I think now it's better. Yeah, thank you.
I'm here at Lisbon, as you can see. Can you pass by the other slide, please? Okay, now it's better. Also, you can reach me now. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
I'm pleased to be with you all, and I need to put here a little map from Europe, just for those who realize where we are here at Portugal, in the east side of the Europe, and in the metropolitan area, we have 18 municipalities, and we are one of those 18 municipalities. So we are here in the middle of the country, and in the middle of the metropolitan area. 18 municipalities, as I can say, but 3 million people, a quarter of all the population of Portugal, you see, and 25 of the working population also. And most of the national companies are there, and almost a quarter of the employment and the gross domestic product. But in Lisbon, really only in the 24 parish councils, the number of inhabitants are not very big one, but it increases with all the commuters, including the commuters. It was almost 1 million citizens. So, in another slide, please. Now, I would like to talk to you what we have for 3 years from now. The Lisbon Citizens Council. I don't know if we have already out of it. The goals, the aims for them, for that is to promote the space for debate and construction of proposals for the city, bringing citizens closer to decision making and their elected representatives, improve the effectiveness of the decisions taken by the municipal executive, integrating the contributions of citizens and adapting policies to their needs. And next slide, please. We must tell people if they want to come and discuss, join together all the proposals they have for the city. So in the first edition, the great idea that remains still together is together we build Lisbon. The next one, sorry, yes, the next year in the second edition, it was proximity and well-being. And this year, the banners are different ones. They try to say what people usually say. People don't have a voice, nobody solves anything, and so on. But they have also the answer. Why don't you came us and join us and build it? Join the CC and build Lisbon together. And another slide, please. So, in the first phase, the municipality must choose the thematic of the for that year. And then in the second phase, the participations of the session by the Lisbon residents must be subject to a registration. People must want to go there and spend 2 days of their lives being with others and discussing things with the others. And then we have a draw carried out independently using a stratified sampling role model and random selection of participants. And they must be representative of the population of the city, of course. In the fourth phase, the sections itself, people discuss, join and discuss the proposals. And that it's a space for dynamic and informed debate on defining the thematic each year, which aims to submit citizens' proposals to Lisbon City Council. And afterwards, people are invited to analyze and developing proposals with the Lisbon City Council service and city altogether. The next one, please. So, in the first edition, the theme was climate change challenges. At the end of the second, the 50-minute city. Nowadays, how to build a Lisbon that cares. The duration, although also 2 days in all the editions, but in different ways. The first edition, it was 2 days in a row, Saturday and Sunday, but it was difficult to people. And so we put a week break in each day. So 2 Saturdays with a week break in the second edition. And also nowadays it will be happen like that. Also, the participants have changed. Over 16s, okay, in the first edition, living, studying, and working at Lisbon. But nowadays, only those who are living at Lisbon. Another one, please. In the first edition, we have a big number, registration, a little less in the second, and now we have already more than 100 citizens registered already and are increasing. But they must be, they passed by for selection process. So people who are voluntary enrollment are invited to come, and in the first edition only by a random selection by criteria of 15 citizens and 50 more substitutes, and they are draw is made according to neighborhood, age, gender, education, occupation, and nationality. In the 3 editions already. In the second edition, people has also a code, and they must have that code to effective the enrollment. But nowadays they have really made invitation from the president. In the first we have 43 participants, 48 in the second, and we're going to see what happens nowadays. Afterwards, the other slide, please. Okay, what can I say? I would like to highlight all of this. In the preparation, it was really important, the direct involvement with the diversity of municipal and external services in all the meetings and activities. But they are also really important in the learning process because they were in the activities and not only in the meetings with the citizens. We had also in the first edition external experts that were invited to share knowledge with participants or explain some things of the team that we have selected, and the collaboration of municipal services in the activities in the sector. And they, with us, we have made internal and external evaluation report that is that was published already from the 2 editions already. And the results for the came from those activities. People have proposals on the 7 areas on the first edition, and proposals in 5 areas in the second edition. In the themes that are linked on each edition. Another one, please. Very, very important to us. It was to guarantee the impartiality. The selection process and evaluation was conducted by external entities. The communication, the enrollment campaign, the inviting of the media, publication of final report, was very important in the whole process. And in the internal means, the involvement of municipal services with the participants in all the process. The representativeness, the random draw, the action in schools, actions in neighborhood, locations such as universities, citizen shops, fairs, and so on. So guarantee that the representativeness was there. And the follow-up. Afterwards, we have the following sessions with elected citizens that we call ambassadors to implement proposals. Those things really was the most important things that we can say to you that is the most important for the work, all the work. Another slide, please. So again, proximity, representativeness, inclusion, expectations, and impartiality. Those are the words, the big work problems, goals that we like to reach. And only to see some work of us. The other two slides are the people. The other, please, 2 slides. We had a video, but I'm sorry, I was not able to put it on. They are really big.
Don't worry, Josefa.
Sorry.
No problem, no problem. And obrigado, thank you very much. I think it was, despite some connection problems, I think the presentation was very clear. I think the presentation is very clear. You had a lot of information, very good, manage that. You have the follow-up of the session, the evaluation. So I think it's, thank you a lot for your presentation. Again, if anyone wants to ask some specific question to Josefa and the colleagues from Lisboa, to the Citizen Assembly, yeah, I think Ivan, if you, Adrian, please go ahead, and then Ivan, if you don't want to connect, I can read your question.
Sorry, we tried to send the video in the chat, but it wasn't possible. The video of Citizens Council.
If it's a link, a YouTube link, you can share. If not, we can ask you to send us to our emails. If you send to our emails, we can show it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Adrian, go ahead. Yes.
Hello. Yeah, thank you. I'm Adrian Lisha. I'm working for ALDA, the European Association for Local Democracy. And I was really curious to know mainly 2 things to start with. The first question was, how do you establish the number of participants that you select for the process? And what is the criteria to make it meaningful at in the scale of the metropolitan area? I mean, we have this debate on what is the percentage of meaningful participation to make good decisions. So I was curious to know how you worked on that. And the second part was related to civil society role in this process. I saw you engaged with the media, with different stakeholders, and I was wondering if you had also the chance to engage with civil society or if you thought about it. Thank you.
I don't know if I can, I'm sorry, first, if I can reach all the three questions. If it was possible afterwards, you can say it again. The first one, why the number?
Yes, why this number and how do we make sense of it for such a big city like Lisbon? How did you work on that? I was curious to know.
The 50 members, it wasn't it? The question. Okay. I don't know really why the 50. I know that was the amount that was possible to work on with in the room. So the number of the people were a large number, but they are selected on random selection, but with the representativeness of the Zuiderstreekzee, we say it, the little municipalities from Lisbon. You understand what I mean? Okay.
So you try to
Parish, yes, thank you.
Okay.
So thinking about the members of the parish, the representativeness of age, sorry, where I have it.
Nationality.
Yes, age,
Age.
nationality,
Age.
and the other ones. Yes, according to neighborhood, age, gender, education, occupation, and nationality. Those are the criteria. You see, but it was a random draw from all of those that are resisted. And the random draw is public. People can watch, can be there and see how the things is going on. It's public. You can see it on the video and be there also to see.
So it's
how
physical.
Yes, also.
It's not a numerical. Okay, very good.
It happens with the people. People can be there and can watch by video also if they want it, and can reach and be there in the person. So from those 50 will be selected because things happen. More 50 are substitutes, and a thing that is very important to prevent things and be aware of the needs of people. Meanwhile, in the 2 days, when in the second and now in the third edition, we are also always in contact with people, seeing if they have problems and what needs that they have, even what they want to eat at lunch. And so to guarantee that everything is okay and they can reach and be there in the day of the activities. I think that is a really very important thing to put on. And the other question was, sorry.
So the other question was related to the civil society and the civil society organizations, if in a way or another they were involved in the process.
they can be, but people must be resisted by themselves. Each one can be there. They are father, mothers, sons, and belong to an association also. But the registration must be individual. You see? I don't know if I'm being clear.
Yeah, very clear. It's just that
the rules that each one can represent. But there they are as individuals, working with the others, citizens.
very good. I'm sorry, I'm smiling because I see in Adrian's room it's nicely agitated. And anyway, no, I was asking this question because in our network it comes very often. This question of how to engage also civil society organization at different levels. Should it be at local or also at European levels? Because we have seen this tendency, notably at the EU level, to engage with citizens directly, while sometimes they have also difficulties to monitor the implementation of the recommendations, to do the backup work. And also then I'm very curious to see how it is implemented also in different municipalities. But thank you very much for the answers.
But the question wasn't free.
Oh, the first question included a sub-question, so
Okay.
you answered everything now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you also.
Thank you both. Yeah, Ivan, please. No, I think we don't hear you. No.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now yes.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about this. Yeah. So yeah, I posted my question in the chat, but I'll repeat. It's about the selection again. Why did the participants' selection change for the third edition? Because at first it was, I mean, for the third one, you simply allowed everyone who lives in the city to participate. So I was wondering why exactly was that?
Why is the changing? I think it is political decision. But if people are interested in the city changing or the city quality of life, so if they want to participate, they resisted themselves. I don't know if I answered.
Yeah,
sorry.
So if I understand correctly, that's simply to allow for more people to actually participate if they want to, right? That's simply to broaden the.
One thing that is a really interesting one that I would like to mention. It happens that in the second edition, we have a lady that has participated in the first edition. She has really participated in the activities also. And in the second random draw, she appears again. It was random draw, you see. And she also came again and participated also. So it happens. I don't know if I have answered, sorry.
Yes, thank you. It's clear, and it's quite a funny coincidence, really. Thank you very much.
Thank you myself also.
Como é que nós podemos transformar a cidade numa cidade em que temos mais tempo para viver? Nas ideias que vão discutir aqui, têm que pensar que exatamente são todos diferentes. Quando pensamos na cidade dos 15 minutos, temos que pensar mesmo em conjunto.
Okay. We have another video. Is it possible to show the video? Another video?
If you want to share it, yeah, it's not too long. I
Okay.
think they're very
Thank you.
nice, and we're seeing the
Thank you.
experience. No, you're welcome. Our pleasure.
Okay. Thank you.
In any case, congratulations for the job you're doing. I know that Lisboa has a long experience with citizen engagement, and I think it's quite interesting also this new experience with the citizen assembly, that it's a new experience that many cities are trying to work now with this sortition group and deliberation. I think it's very interesting to explore also this opportunity, and also the thematics that you were exploring. I think it's quite interesting with challenges of municipalities, and so I think it's, yeah.
Let's see.
Não basta só comentar, também temos que participar. Achei que é uma excelente oportunidade para eu poder partilhar as ideias para uma melhor cidade.
Faço parte da freguesia de Marvila, vejo muito o que se passa lá no bairro e tem muitas coisas a mudar, então achei muito gratificante para mim vir aqui e contribuir.
Eu senti que esta segunda edição ainda correu melhor do que a primeira. Aquilo que eu gostava era que todos os lisboetas pudessem, a uma dada altura, participarem pelo menos num conselho de cidadãos, para terem esta experiência, porque são excelentes ideias e são sobretudo ideias muito práticas, muito concretas.
Sou da etnia cigana e vim representar a nossa etnia, que nós não temos muito proveito nisso, mas eu estou aqui para representar também eles, que é uma experiência maravilhosa.
Eu gosto muito da cidade, acho que ela funciona relativamente bem, mas eu acho que sempre tem oportunidade de melhoria. Então, acho que por isso que estamos aqui.
Acho de facto que é uma mostragem interessante da população de Lisboa, todos muito diferentes uns dos outros, com ideias diferentes, muitas convergentes em relação ao que pretendemos para a cidade, mas gostei muito, acho que foi uma experiência interessante e penso que daqui sai um trabalho útil para a Câmara dar continuidade.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Josefa and Elsa. Thank you very much. I think it's very clear, this idea of the inclusion, no, in the experience, that the idea of the inclusion of the different groups of the population, and that usually don't participate and usually don't go even with the institution, no, that they even don't want to be involved with the institution and don't have trust to be with the institutions. And I think it's quite interesting to have this experience, to explore it. And yeah, Josefa, I think you want to talk. You need to open you unmute yourself, please.
I only would like to say that the work, what you have seen, it is a really beautiful place. That was the city council itself. It's the nicest place in city council. It's only that I would like to say. Thank you.
Thanks to you. And no, I think it's important also to claim that, no, that these spaces of participation also to be in the center of the political life of the city. It's not like exactly. No? It's really on the center of the local democracy. So it's very important to highlight that. Okay, I think we already have like more than an hour in this session, and some people already are leave. So maybe I don't know if before ending the session, if anyone wants to make a final reflection or a final question for both. If not, I can give you the floor again to Nisa or Ghaid if you want to comment something about this experience, or you want to make some relation maybe with some of the questions. Okay, Adrian, I give you the floor again, and if anyone else wants to speak, please feel free.
Yeah, sorry. I know I'm very curious about this experience, and I apologize I couldn't listen to Mersin presentation. Yeah, I was just wondering in terms of impact. I understood this was a deliberative process in terms of assembly. So two things. You mentioned the recommendation that were made to the city council. So I was wondering how many of these recommendations could be implemented, if there were punctual requests or if they were more strategic, like for the big plan. And the second part was more related to the trust into the institution at the local level. If you had the opportunity to measure with some indicators that citizens in general or this specific group increase their trust in the local government. Thank you.
Okay. What can I say in briefly? You can have all the reports. If you can put the last slide of the presentation, can have the link. Sorry, not the last one. Previous one, where we have the links of it. Okay, in the Lisbon platform, Lisboa Participa, it is the name. In the city councils, you can reach the reports, all the reports. Again up. Yes, there. No. Yes, there. You can see there. You see the links. All the links of the city councils are there. So there you can reach the reports.
We're gonna share everything, the video and everything, the presentation. We're gonna share everything, so don't worry to to make the picture or writing. But anyone, if you want to put on the chat also.
But now I can say also that the proposals from the first edition and the second 4 are already implemented. 2 are being currently being implemented, and in the initial phase, another 2. I'm trying to remember the questions. We are working on those data that you will need it, but all the report and the data are there, so you can reach the report. I don't know if that can help, but also all our contacts. You have there also, and you can ask us, and if you don't have all the details and the answers, please send us a mail or contact us in any way, wherever you want it. Okay, please do it.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Yeah, insist that we're gonna share the video and the presentations will be available in our website, and of course we're gonna share it to the people who are registered for this session, so you can get in touch for sure to have more information. But I think it's very important, as Adrian mentioned, the idea to measure the impacts of all these policies of participation. We're really in the observatory, we're really thrilling and really believing in this important to implement participatory deliberative practices, but because we think that it's very important for democracy, but also to improve the policies of the cities. But it's very important to measure that, to have this really to if you can really mention that it's a real impacts and really transformation from the inside from the city council, and of course for the population and for the policies of the citizens, and also for the attitudes regarding institutions and the participation in general to the citizens. Okay, thank you very much. I think as Ivan says, thank you again for all of you. I don't know, Nisa, Ghaid, if you want to say something as you wish for closing, and I really want to thank you, all of you, all the Josefa and the colleagues from Lisbon, Nisa, Ghaid, and the colleagues from Mersin for these very good presentations. Thank you very much. I think just to mention that we're going to organize more sessions like that. Next week, we have sessions in French and in Portuguese too. Next week, and we're going to also be organizing other sessions. If any one of the presents that also have a very nice experience from the cities, you can please reach us, and we'll be very, very happy to organize these meetings. The idea is to exchange, to have this discussion, how these policies have been implementing, and how we can learn each other to better implement our policies. Even in the context, of course, are different, but I think it's very, very good to have this opportunity to discuss and to exchange experience and knowledge and experience. Okay, so Nisa, please, I give you the floor.
Many thanks for the opportunity, and many thanks for you listened. We learned a lot from you too, and it is nice to meet you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you for us also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, colleagues. So I think we're gonna leave here. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, and see you soon. See you very soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.